She said when she kept on combing it, it kept bouncing right back to my scalp. Actually tells you just how healthy the hair is. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are just joining me, thank you for clicking this video. My name is Irene and I'm into beauty and just a couple of other things in between, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're moving straight into this video. As you can see, my hair is red. Well, not exactly red, because this was what my hair was looking like before. Now that my hair is like this, I think I dyed my hair a couple of months back, give or take 3 months back, and I realized certain things that I did not actually pinpoint in the previous video, where I actually did dye my hair from black to blonde and then red. So this video is basically me giving you pointers, like tips, what to do, what to not do if you want to dye your hair, whether you want to dye your hair by yourself or you want to get it professionally dyed. There are some things that you should have in mind before actually, going through the dyeing process. And that is what we would be discussing today. So get a drink, get something to snack on, some popcorn, because it's gonna be all right? Now, the very first thing I did not really mention in the previous video was, if you want to get your hair dyed, please do not wash your hair before. Do not use shampoo to wash your hair. Don't even pour water on your hair. Go with your hair fully dirty. I mean, it's actually even better to dye your hair once it has been maybe on braids, wigs for like a month plus. You need your hair to be dirty. All the dirt, all the buildup, the oils, you actually need your hair to be in that state before you actually dye the hair. So if you wash your hair before dyeing it, then washing it again, it is going to get damaged, right? The shampoo that you use to wash your hair is going to do something, or it's probably going to leave your hair too open to the damage that the dye and the developer is going to cause to your hair. I think I should have started off by saying that dyeing itself, okay, however that you are dyeing your hair, whether you're bleaching your hair first and then dyeing it later, or you're just like, going full force and dyeing the whole thing, it is still some sort of damage to the hair, because you're like changing your hair, your natural hair color, to something else. So it is a process that your hair is going through, and it is quite damaging, right? Regardless of what anybody says, okay? I see so many videos on YouTube that say how to dye your hair without damage, how to girl. It's a lie. If you are dyeing your hair, you are causing some sort of damage. It might not be that much, and it can be controlled, which is what I'll be talking about in this video. But sis, let me put you on some game. You are doing some sort of damage to your hair. Please follow the instructions. And this is mainly for people that want to dye their hair themselves. And even if you're getting your hair professionally dyed, a lot of these people can scam you and say, oh, I'm a professional hairstylist, I want to dye your hair. No, please look at what they are doing. Now, the box dyes, or the dyes that you would be using, would come with instructions. Even the developer that you want to use would come with instructions. Follow them, okay? Just because they know they produce this, so follow what they say to do. For example, the dye that I used, I'll be showing you pictures and clips of the dyes, just in case you want to get them. Bleach that I use specifically said to use 1 shot, like I used a shot glass to measure mine. 1 shot of the bleach should equal to 2 shots of the developer, right? And that's because it is in the powder form. Some other type of dyes say, if the ones in liquid or in gel-like form, 1 cup or 1 shot of that liquid dye you should use 1 shot of the developer. So follow the rules, because they know what they are doing. And if you do not follow the mix, and if they tell you to use maybe cream around your perimeters just to save it, they know what they are doing. Just follow the rules, honey. Now, this is another thing that helped me so much into dyeing my hair red, and every single hair strand actually took. The dark that you can see underneath my hair right now is obviously my hair growing out. It's been 3+ months since I dyed my hair, so these are just new growth. But one thing you should remember when you're dyeing your hair is to have more dye than less. I think I mentioned this subtly in the first video, but have more dye than you would need than having less. Because if you do not have more dye, you're going to get a spotted head, and that is basically dye getting to some places and the dye not getting to some places, and you're going to have a spotted head. Imagine me having, because I moved from black to blonde and then red, so imagine me having spots of black everywhere and then trying to put the red on top of the black. It is not going to take, and I would look really funny, right? You just see some dark spots here and there. That is not the game, sis. That is not what we are trying to achieve. We are trying to achieve a complete colored head. It's better to have more dye than you would need than have less. Keep that in mind. Now, I'm moving on to color bleeding. I do not know about permanent dyes, but I did bleach my hair. And when I washed it out, it was fine. It was like, okay, the deed has been done. And I use Adore dye, and Adore dye is a semi-permanent dye. That means it would wash out. And if you see this picture I'm posting right now, and you can compare it to the color you can see on my head, the color on my head is kind of fading out. And I actually like the way it's fading out. It's kind of turning into like an orangey kind of thing where you can see some hints of gold just around my perimeters here. And you can see the full, orange thing going on in the middle. And it's alright, that means it's washing out. So keep in mind that the kind of dye you use, especially if it's red. I do not know what it is about red though, but it bleeds. Like every time I shampoo my hair in the bathroom, everywhere is red, everywhere is pink, everywhere is, the dye. I'm like, what is happening? I washed my hair when I dyed it. Why do I have to still keep seeing red? But keep in mind that if you are going redhead, you would see your bathroom with red. Amen. This is kind of similar to what I said previously, and that is like when you wash your hair, it would bleed. Now, I advise people, if you are washing or if you're dyeing your hair, wash your hair at least 3 to 5 times. It might sound like a lot, but trust me, you would rather have no dye on your hair, like remnant of dye on your hair, than being worried about the drying effects of the shampoo. Because I feel like having drying effects from the shampoo is a lesser evil compared to still having dye left in your hair. So it is very important to be careful of that. Wash all the dye out of your hair. If you're still having doubts, wash it again until that doubt is dead, sis. Okay, trust your intuition. I'm saying sis like there are no men watching this video right now, but I don't really know if you are into that kind of thing. But hey, it is what it is. Welcome, and thanks for joining. Okay. Please make sure to wash your hair at least 3 times, 5 times, depending on how full your hair is, because the more the hair, the more the dye it would take, the more you would need to wash it out. In addition to washing your hair, conditioner is your friend. You do not want to miss out the conditioner, okay? Guys, I conditioned my hair overnight till the following day, and I washed it out. And when I did wash it out, I put in back my leave-in conditioner. Why, guys? I already said before we started that dyeing your hair actually damages it. It takes out the moisture. The ammonia would actually cause a lot of dryness, and dryness is going to lead to more breakage, and that is what you don't want. That's why a lot of people that dye their hair end up getting breakage, lots and lots of breakage. I would really strongly advise to condition your hair, especially if you have 4C hair, which is usually low in porosity. Please condition your hair. And let me tell you, moisture is key. A lot of people think moisture is adding oils to your hair. Oil would not moisturize your hair. Water, let me say that in my Nigerian accent, water will moisturize your hair. Water is actually the moisturizer. And then we have other moisturizing creams that actually do have water in them, but start with water first. Okay, so try to moisturize and condition your hair, let's say a week plus after you dyed, because your hair is in desperate need of these 2 things. Okay, now I see a lot of people you know, immediately after they dye their hair, they just go put on some braids, put on some wigs, like those ones you have to glue with the Gorilla Snot Gel and got to be glued in free spray. Auntie, hold on a minute. Wait. Because dyeing is such a tedious process for your hair, I actually believe it is okay to let your hair rest for 2 to 3 weeks. Let your hair recuperate from what has happened. The treatment that has gone on, that has happened to your hair, let your hair just recover. Like, I used to be black and now I am not black. You know, that's what my hair is like telling me. So because my hair is red now. So I feel like it is really important. If you want to skip this part, it's great. It's your hair. I can tell you what to do. But I'm just saying that it would make sense to allow your hair rest. I think after I dyed my hair, I let it sit like that for a whole month. I knew what I was doing. When I actually got braids, I'll insert some pictures of my braids, my red braids. The hairstylist was actually shocked that my hair was healthy. Don't get me wrong, I knew my hair was healthy, but she when she saw my hair and she started making it, she was really shocked. She kept on saying, wow, how is your hair not breaking? I mean, like, what do you mean? And she was like, every single person that she has had to make hair for, that have dyed their hair, it breaks. Anytime she combs it out to get out knots and tangles, it breaks every time. Even when she dyed her hair gold, I guess, it broke off and she had to cut the hair and start all over again. And she was just stunned at how healthy my hair was. And how did she say that it was healthy? It kept bouncing back. You know you know how your hair is actually longer than how it looks. My hair is so full, guys. I think my hair is up to this point right now, but shrinkage, baby, shrinkage is happening. I washed my hair this morning and look at where it is right now. Okay, that is the power of shrinkage. She said when she kept on combing it, it kept bouncing right back to my scalp. It actually tells you just how healthy the hair is. And she did not have hair sticking to the comb, which means it wasn't breaking. So my hair was actually healthy. And that is like another confirmation that what I was doing was working. I am very concerned about people that do not wait a couple of months, sometimes years, to allow their hair to recuperate before they dye again. And I'm talking about the re-dyeing process. The dyeing process in the front is already damaging. I think I will keep on repeating this so that people at the back can hear me, or at the front can hear me. It is damaging in the first place. So why would you want to keep doing this to your hair every 3 months? I do not see except it's the ones you can just put on your hair and wash off later, like the hair wax, the hair dye wax, color waxing. That is fine, that is great. It doesn't harm your hair at all. But like, if you keep on dyeing your hair, applying developer again and again and again, your hair would only take so much before it breaks off. So I am of the opinion that if you're using semi-permanent dyes, you can't wait 6 months, because it's not exactly that harmful compared to permanent dyes. Semi-permanent dyes, you can wait 6 months, you can wait 8 months, 9 months, you can even wait a year if it's not sweating your body like it's sweating me, and before you go for another dye. But for permanent dyes, I really, really suggest that you wait a year plus, a year max, because like, re-dyeing and dyeing and dyeing is going to make your hair so loose and so prone to breakage and damage that you would lose your hair. Okay, so the more time you give your hair to rest, the more time you give your hair to heal, the better for you. So that, I guess, is all I can remember right now about what to do with hair dyes and what to be aware about before you dye your hair. I would see you in my next video, and I think you guys should really prepare for that one. It is going to be TMI. Until I come your way again, remember that I love you, but God loves you more, baby. I just really want to say that I have really new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing and joining the family. I am so excited, y'all. I just implore you to invite your friends, share my videos, share my link, talk about me. Maybe yes, maybe not. Okay. All right. Anyways, that's it. So take care of yourself. I will see you in my next video. Bye.